Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel. Big up to everyone locked in over on Chelsea Fan TV, as always, guys. And welcome to another daily transfer update, guys. You know what to do, people. First things first, make sure you smash the likes and make sure you subscribe to both channels. Guys, we are now 10 subscribers away from 4K on my channel, so we definitely be chalking off these last 10 subs in tonight's stream, guys. So make sure you subscribe if you're new around. Remember, at 4,000 subscribers, I'll be giving away a Chelsea shirt of your choice from the upcoming season, people. So as soon as we hit 4K, the sooner you'll have an opportunity to win a Chelsea shirt of your choice for the upcoming season. So make sure you subscribe, guys. 10 more to that landmark. And people, lots to get into. We drew 1-1 with Newcastle last night in our toughest test of pre-season to date. Nicholas Jackson impressing again. Obviously, Ian Martin looking good. And whatnot. Obviously, Sterling disappointing. Correa making a mistake. But another largely positive evening's work from the boys in blue. Obviously, we got the latest on Eli Wahi. He wants to join Chelsea as soon as possible. Mohamed Kudus again. Chelsea have held more conversations. No bid as of yet. Apparently, we've made 3 bids for Moises Caicedo, according to David Ornstein. So we're going to dive into all of that. Callum Hudson-Odoi, Fulham are favourites to sign him, but they still haven't met the £8 million asking price. Chelsea have held conversations with Romeo Lavia's representatives, but no official bid has gone in yet. Fairly standard, par for the course these days. But yeah, guys, Pochettino warning of an unbalanced Chelsea squad as well. Particularly in that left-back area, we've got 4 options. Obviously, in midfield, not many options and whatnot. So yeah, unbalanced squad potentially could cause a big problem. Pochettino obviously got some tough decisions to make as well, people, in terms of trimming that squad down to size. Obviously, you've got 29-man squad traveling. And, that needs to be down to 23, 24, 25 is what he has been saying in the media. So there's a few players that are going to have to be moved on. No two ways about it. But guys, let's dive into it. As always, people, let me know where you're tuning in from around the world in the chat. Let's say hello to a few people, then we'll dive into everything we've got to cover. Pice was meant to be joining us this evening, guys, but he's feeling a bit under the weather, so he'll be joining us on Saturday instead, people. Shakti, hope you're good, bro. RD, big up. At this point, we should try to sign Kudus ASAP, then refocus on Caicedo. I'm not really sure why we need to take any focus off Caicedo for Kudus. Surely we can just run that simultaneously. Nick, hope you're good. Yeah, bro, I may well do that for tomorrow's upload on my channel. Seems like a good idea. Shavindra, big up, my guy. Hope you're good. Enzo liked Chelsea Dodgers' old tweet, which states it'll be brutal. Yeah, I did see that. Everyone knows we need a midfield partner for Enzo. Stuart, hope you're well. Saying Bowden need to liven up and help the first team with signings. Yeah, we need to get a move on. It is starting to get a little concerning. No two ways about it. Daniel, hope you're well. RB, let's go. Sterling doesn't seem up to it. We need Kudus badly, and we definitely need Caicedo to get any chance for the top 4. Hopefully, the top 5 will get us Champions League. But yeah, we absolutely need Moises Caicedo desperately, people. No two ways about it. Yes, the Blues. Big up, Joseph. Top Bins, hope you're good. Yeah, we're going to get into this, but it's madness. I mean, I thought the whole point of all these conversations were that it was going to be we were going to establish what they wanted, do the bid, and then it wasn't drawn out, so we didn't have loads of bids. But clearly not. Which Chelsea players we need to sell? Hudson-Odoi, Malang Sarr, Hakim Ziyech, and Romelu Lukaku. Those are the 4 that need to be moved on. To be honest, we did well against. Yeah, we did do well. We did well. Unbeaten in pre-season games. A bit of 93 million euros just rejected. Really? Definitely not seen that. Is that true? Oh, Chelsea submitted a new £80 million bid to Brighton for Caicedo. Immediately rejected. Fair. We have bid £80 million. So, guys, that's a little bit of breaking news there as well, that we have bid for Caicedo £80 million rejected. Louis, hope you're good, my guy. Do you think there's a possibility that we don't sign another player? No, no, definitely not. But I can understand why you might be feeling a little bit worried. I can fully appreciate that. Just get Caicedo already. I agree on that. Let's talk more action. I know it's good to talk, but it's getting ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else we could possibly be talking about. Yep, going to bring this up, mate. Sterling needs fixed. I'm sick of him not taking players on. Yep. Big up, my guy. Hope you're good, Dexter. Yeah, we're going to get into this one now, people. Just bid 80 plus 10. Shouldn't we just not do it at this point? Nah, Samath, absolutely not, bro. Absolutely not. We got to get this done. Let's dive into it, people. This is the sort of the sudden big news that's just coming out now in terms of Moises Caicedo. Here we are. So let's get it up on the screen now, because David Ornstein reporting earlier, he did a show on Fire. That's Rio Ferdinand's show with Joel Bayer, Stephen Howson, and all those guys. And David Ornstein saying that we've done 3 bids for Jesus Christ, for Moises Caicedo of 60, 65, and 70 million pounds. But now an exclusive from Fabrizio Romano. Exclusive. Chelsea have submitted a new bid for Moises Caicedo in the last 24 hours. Understands Chelsea's new proposal was 80 million pounds, 93 million euros, and it was immediately rejected by Brighton. Negotiations remain ongoing, but no agreement at this stage. Yeah, this is kind of mad, because this is what our second bid should have been. You know, we should have opened with 70 and then gone in with the 80 again. I'm not sure if that's 80 million pounds all in, or is that 80 million like without add-ons? I'm not really sure. I mean, the way that it's been worded, it doesn't say anything about add-ons. Maybe it's just a straight 80 million pound bid. I'm not really too sure on the situation with that. But yeah, you know, obviously bid 80 million pounds. I mean, that should have been the second bid. You know, that should have been the second bid. You know, our first bid should have been that 70 million pounds. We should have gone in at that, and then we should have, obviously, this should have been our second bid, and then you sort of get a little bit closer, and hopefully the third bid gets it done. But yeah, obviously we submitted a new bid, 80 million pounds, and the Caicedo thing's just dragging on and on and on. I mean, Brighton, you know, Tony Bloom is well within his rights to sort of want 100 million pounds for him, given Enzo Fernandez deal, given Declan Rice, given this is a top class midfield player, and that seems to be the going rate for those kind of midfielders. But yeah, it's certainly an interesting one. It is an interesting one. Look, it is. I personally think it's a fair price. I think 80. To be honest, I reckon if we went to 90 million pounds, I think that probably gets it done. If we're being totally honest with ourselves, I think 90 million gets it done. But at this point in time, you know, why are we going up in such small increments? You know, we've gone 60, 65, 70. All right, we're taking a little bit of a bigger jump now to 80 million with this latest bid. But this has just been a ridiculous transfer saga that has not needed to be dragged out for this long. This could have been dealt with a long time ago, in my opinion. We could have dealt with this weeks ago, to be perfectly honest. There's no reason why these negotiations should still be going on. I mean, guys, what do you people in the chat think of this latest bid? Do you think 80 million pounds is a fair price? Just bid 80 plus 10 already. A trophy should be part of the add-ons. Yeah, for sure. I agree on that. Shouldn't we just not do it at this point? Absolutely not. Chelsea walk away, 80 mil rejected. Time to walk, move on. Nah, I think we can go to 90. Personally, I'll just pay the 100 and get him because we need him so badly. Need to start looking elsewhere and not put all our eggs in one basket. Brighton, though, I'm sure we are looking elsewhere. I'm sure there are other targets on the list. Potentially, the deal can't be done. But again, you know, we've come this far now. We can't afford to walk away. 80 million, Chelsea should pull out now. Sick of it. Now we need to walk away here. Taking a piss. Jude was 105. Is Caicedo really worth 100? Well, this is the point. Like, obviously, to Brighton, he is. To us, he probably isn't. But in terms of, you know, miss out, don't pay 100 million and miss out on him, or do pay 100 million and get him, then I don't think we're in a position at Chelsea right now with the situation our midfield is in to not be getting a player of this quality and to not be paying the money. You know, it really is that simple, guys. I think we are just going to have to pay the money. I think that's where we're at. That's how I look at it. We're desperate for him. He's going to make that much of a difference to our team that walking away and getting someone of a lesser quality just to save a few million is not the way to go. It really isn't the way to go. What else have we got here? I'll honestly send Broya on loan and get Wahi in place of Broya because Jackson's going to the African Cup. He is. I think it is a fair price, but Caicedo turned out for Brighton. He's really pushing for the move. Yeah, he's pushing for the move. He needs to do a bit more. I think he will. Stop the madness, pay the money. Agreed on that front as well. Where are we? 80 plus 10. Yep. Start looking elsewhere. It might get things moving. Brighton know we're all in for Caicedo and no one else. That's half the problem. Potentially, yep. Next season, when Chelsea played Brighton, I hope we beat the small club. Yeah, we've already beaten them once pre-season already. Jude was 88 million. Yeah, I suppose rising. I don't know how much he was, actually. I can't remember. Caicedo paying for Brighton in pre-season is giving Brighton more confidence. Well, no, he's going to play, but I think Brighton are unhappy because we don't want to sell Colwell. But Brighton knew that we weren't going to sell Levi Colwell, so there's not really anything to be unhappy about. Say they want more pay up. We just need to pay up at this point, I think. There are players better than him. We need to walk away. You're wrong. 100 million is a bit much, and given how badly Cuckoo played for us. But I think this is a different situation, though. Look, I think Caicedo would come in, and for me, he would instantly do a very, very good job. No two ways about it. He would do a great job, guys. You know, I think that's clear and it's fair to say. I mean, Gallagher might go if an offer comes in. Chilwell's certainly not going anywhere. It's too much. We should walk out. No, we can't. Well, look, for me, we're in an impossible position where we can't walk out. We either walk away and don't get our number one target, who we've been negotiating for all summer, and significantly weaken our midfield by going for someone who won't be as good, or we end up having to pay a bit more. And paying a bit more is far better than walking away and going for a lesser player. In my mind, 85 million should be the limit. It's not fair, as Declan is proving since seasons constantly, and Enzo proven in World Cup with such reputation. What Caicedo has, to be honest, just the season. No, but he has. Look, I think he's one of the most. I think he's one of the best midfield players, certainly in European football. But I hear what you're saying. These one person to publicly say what they actually want as what happened with Mount transfer, and then at least it got done. But yeah, I mean, look, Chelsea have held all these talks. They must know full well how much Brighton want from Moises Caicedo. You know, that's the first thing you establish in the conversation. We've been in conversations for weeks on end. You know, there's no way that we don't know the price that Brighton want. It is just it's a nonsense in all honesty. It really is. We will sign Caicedo and Brighton will get kudos. No, I think we can get both. We can get both. How to go to heaven is just to accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior and repent of your sins. Have a close. Yes. If we are going to offer 90, we need to do it in the next few days. They will move for kudos. Yeah, but I think they've got to. I think Fabrizio was saying, or someone was saying, that Brighton have got to sell someone before they can go for kudos. So they'd have to sell Caicedo to then be able to go for kudos potentially. Nick, big up my guy. Happy with 80 plus add-ons. Yep. These guys are just trying to milk us out here because they know we have the money, and Colwell issue just made it crazy. I just hope Chelsea go for Romeo Lavia. Well, I think he's going to go to Liverpool, but Chelsea reportedly still interested, have held conversations with his representatives. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Kepa will be Chelsea's downfall this season. I don't know if he will. This is another Frankie de Jong to United. It feels similar, but we have to hope for our sake that we get a much better outcome than United got with de Jong. I can't wait until Arsenal fans cry over Madrid, who they really wanted in January. There are other options we didn't try. We were just focusing on one bid. That's our mistake. Yep. Only 90 million will get accepted. Yeah, look, to be fair, I think they would accept 90 million at this point. I think they're just trying to see how much they can get, but I reckon they would accept 90 million. No two ways about it. I think they absolutely would. But who knows at this point? The only way we're going to find out is by putting that offer in. And I think that does have to be. I think that has to be the next offer. But you know, Chelsea are going to have to set themselves a limit as to how much they're prepared to pay, because otherwise we're just going to have to walk away. Simple as that, really. £90 million should be our last offer if we return. So yeah, we gave them 60 for Cucurella, gave them £500 million for Potter and his staff, and even loaned them Colwell as well. I mean, look, this is the point. You know, £80 million for a player who wants out, and they still rejected it. I just hope we got alternatives. One good season, and Brighton from there, PSG. If it was under Conte, we walked out of signing Van Dijk, Alisson. We signed Morata instead of our first choice players, which got Conte sacked. Yeah, we should definitely be going for the first choice players. No two ways about it, guys. We can walk out, bro. Onana at Everton could do better. Look, again, it's different profiles. I mean, there's a reason why, you know, we want Caicedo, because he is the standout player on the market in midfield this summer, and we are desperate for a top class partner for Enzo Fernandez. And Moises Caicedo, guys, he ticks those boxes. He absolutely ticks those boxes. There's no two ways about it, people. So yeah, we do need that. So yeah, Giza, big up, my guy. I hope you're doing well. Caicedo hasn't even played in the Champions League. He's not worth 100 million. Maybe not, but he's worth 100 million pounds to Brighton, and ultimately, that's kind of all that matters if we're being totally honest with ourselves. Need to get under 100 million. We're not going to get under 100 million euros, but we can probably get it. I think we can get under 100 million pounds, hopefully. I've been saying this for weeks now. Chelsea should not buy any more players from Brighton. This has to be the last one. I'm tired of this saga. I hate Brighton. I'll be here to celebrate when they get relegated. If Chelsea pay 80 million pounds and 15 million pounds add-on, do you think they'll accept it? It depends how attainable those add-ons are, and it depends how much of that money is paid to Brighton up front. That's what it's all going to come down to, is how much of the money they get straight away and how quickly the rest of the money comes. Brighton are comparing Caicedo to Bellingham and Rice. Yeah, I mean, they bought him for less than £5 million, Moises Caicedo. Don't think we'll get over 80 mil. That's all we've heard for the last 6 weeks. Yeah, I mean, who do you think will get top 5 this season? City, Liverpool, United, us, Newcastle. I think Arsenal might miss out. Maybe that's more wishful thinking. This all happens because we rejected Colwell bids. I don't really know. The money Bowley wasted on Cucurella and Sterling, and now he's dragging his feet with the Caicedo. I mean, I think it's the directors are in charge of this. And we bought Potter, waste of money. Cucurella, waste of money. Fofana, waste of money. I mean, Polar, big up, my guy. Yeah, thank you for being subbed for ages. Thank you for supporting Chelsea Fan TV or myself, whichever channel you are subscribed to. Hopefully, it is both. But yeah, thank you for your support, bro. It's greatly appreciated. We don't let Colwell go. They won't sell for less than 100 million. Do you think this deal will drag on? No. Chelsea will need an answer before them. We need to have a resolution to this situation before the season starts. Simple as that. We can't afford for this to drag into the season. A part of me wants us to bid 100 million and get this deal done. But bro, I just want this deal done. Bro, I hope you're good. Well, latest on Caicedo is that Chelsea have submitted a new bid in the last 24 hours, £80 million, rejected by Brighton. Big up everyone in the comments. Yes, we're interested, FC. Yeah, always interested in weighing up, personal terms agreed, all that stuff. Remember to smash the likes and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, people, remember to do that. We have got 60 of you locked in, 38 likes. Guys, let's try and get this to 50 likes as quickly as possible. And let's go for another night of 100+ likes on the channel, guys. We've hit 100 likes every day this week so far. Let's do the same again this stream, people. Let's do the same again today. We're on 40 likes. Let's try and run it up. Let's get to 60, 70, 100 likes, guys. You know what to do. Should walk out if it's over 100 million euros. Well, 100 million euros is about 88 million pounds. Brighton value Caicedo too much. Man, doesn't even want to. Will this Caicedo deal happen? Carlton, I think it will, but it's certainly taken a really, really long time. I think it's testing a lot of people's patience, to say the least. It's testing a lot of people's patience. There's no two ways about it, guys. It really is. Get Enzo's ex from Benfica or Alvarez from Ajax. We won't sign Caicedo. The mistake we made was made when he signed a new contract and should have added a clause. I really can't believe that Caicedo and his people agreed to sign a new contract, right, when he wanted out with no release clause in it. With a release clause that Brighton would get a set fee for him. I can't believe that they didn't fight for a release clause. It's kind of just madness. It doesn't put them in a strong negotiating position to leave at all. Lots of love from India. Big ups, VJ. Big up to all the Chelsea fans out in India. We should change to other targets like Edson Alvarez or Sangare. I think Sangare is number one target for Nottingham Forest, which, no disrespect, kind of shows that the caliber of where he's at this point in time. Don't forget Villa, Joe. They definitely, they do. That they're looking good. I don't think it's too much. They are getting greedy. Yes, hit the likes if you're a true Chelsea fan. Hit the likes if you want Moises Caicedo. Just hit the likes in general, guys. 90 million or nothing, or we go and hijack Lavia. Well, we're running out of time to hijack Lavia, so we need to get a massive move on with the situation at this point in time, guys. Caicedo's not coming. That's the last bid. No, I think there'll be more bids. I think, look, Chelsea have seen that £80 million bid rejected, so they're going to be thinking, right, at this point, if we're true to our word that we don't want to spend more than 80, then we have to walk away. But I don't think we can walk away. I think they'll look to go maybe 85, make it maybe 90, 95 million pounds all in. I hope Chelsea put in another bid next week. Well, why can't we just put another bid in the coming days? I also don't understand why it always takes so long to put a bid in. Like, why does it take so long to prepare a bid? That's another thing with transfers that I have never understood. Why it takes so long to do a fucking bid. Northampton Town, the new Puma away kit out now. Fair. Why isn't I don't really know. I'm not really sure if he feels the need to. I think he probably thinks that, I've already told Brighton I want to leave. They know that I want to leave. So what difference does handing in a transfer request make? What's the latest update on Kudus on Elise? Chelsea more interested in Kudus than they are Elise, but no major new stuff out there. Yeah, bro, I hear you. I'm waiting patiently as well. We need it to come out. They should have just released it with no sponsor, but it's what it is. We've still got at least 2.5 weeks, which is a big problem. That's yeah, it is a problem. Caicedo did a Harry Kane. Yeah, he did do a fuck up with that new contract. Ons, big up my guy. At this point, I'm starting to believe even 100 will not be enough. No, I think it will be. 93 million euros rejected as the last straw. It's time to look elsewhere. No more of this, bro. Look, bro. If there were other very good alternatives out on the market, sure. But the reality is, anyone else is a significant downgrade on Caicedo. I feel that some of you don't appreciate how good Moises Caicedo is, guys. That's what I'm thinking. This guy ticks so many boxes. He ticks all of the boxes. If we're being totally honest, I mean, Erling Haaland, easy as you like. The club owners pay the transfer fees. Why are people reacting like they are paying for Caicedo out of their own pockets? Yeah, no, I hear that. We need this guy. Yeah, no, he'll make us so much better. No two ways about it. Beville, hope you're good, bro. Well, Kudus, I think, is getting a little bit closer, but again, no official bid's gone in. Chelsea have spoken to Kudus. Personal terms are pretty much agreed, but no official bid's gone in. So I don't really know what we're waiting for in terms of putting these bids in for players. I just don't get it. If Caicedo really wants the move and really wants to play for Chelsea, he should be pushing for the move internally by skipping training. Again, I suppose it's quite difficult to skip training when you're out in the States and everyone's staying in the same place. Quite easy to find him, I'm sure. Yeah, we need Caicedo desperately. I think so as well, but it is annoying. You have to learn. Well, I mean, look, I think we're not in the best position in terms of Brighton know that we desperately need him and we want him. So yeah, let's kind of wait and see. Apparently, there's been another small update on the fee of the bid. Let's have a quick look. Oh, Nathan Gissing can confirm. Chelsea have had a fourth bid rejected for Brighton's Moises Caicedo worth £80 million with no add-ons included. So no add-ons included. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if Chelsea are maybe holding out for the fact that Brighton might think it's better to accept less money than keep an unhappy player who clearly doesn't want to be at the club. They could. I mean, that's a big gamble to take. If we go for £100 million, we should. Tchouameni's not going anywhere. Carlton, appreciate the support, brother. Caicedo also needs to ask for a transfer request and ignore trainings like Enzo if he really likes Chelsea. That'll change Brighton's mind and let him go. Because they know Brighton will reject it. Fair. Long to send a bid for out the window, but on deadline day it takes minutes. Yeah, never understood that either. Never understood that. Yeah, look, I don't see another bid going in this week. I feel almost no chance on that front. I suspect the next bid might go in on Monday after the Fulham game, which is it's a madness really to think that. It really is. I mean, seriously. I just want a quick solution to Kudos as he wants to replace quickly. Yeah, well, we don't seem to be operating quickly when it comes to incomings. What's your opinion about Jackson? Yeah, I think he's been superb. Really looking forward to seeing more of him. I think he signed that contract because he is a really humble guy and signed it with a lot of naivety. Yeah, look, I think two things. I think one thing, he's secured himself financially by signing that contract for the future, of course. But he probably also thought that, they'll let me go. But you never sign a new contract on the premise of being allowed to leave on a gentleman's agreement, because they're not binding. They don't necessarily mean anything, particularly in football. So, yeah, I think he's been a little bit naive there in terms of thinking, oh yeah, well, I'll be allowed to leave because I've got a gentleman's agreement with the club. It doesn't make sense. Is this Caicedo deal slowing down our transfer business? I don't know if we're just working on this deal or not working on any other deals. I don't really know. But let's wait and see what happens on that front. I mean, we didn't want to get in. I mean, Chelsea were saying that they didn't want to get into like high profile bidding wars this summer. I mean, I remember them saying that towards the start of the window. And now we've got a ridiculous tug of war over Caicedo. So yeah, I mean those negotiations really haven't gone particularly well in that at this point in time. I mean, I'd take the 85 million. I think 85 million could get it with favourable instalments. But we need to get a move on, and we need to get a move on quickly because we need him here for the first game of the season against Liverpool. Otherwise, we are in trouble. Let them keep him. The player knows Chelsea tried. If the player is unhappy, that is their problem. I mean, that is also. I mean, that's kind of true. Better to be embarrassed and get our priority player than be embarrassed and walk away with nothing. Yeah, bro, I hear that. At least you can walk away with your player and be embarrassed. It's nothing worse than walking away with embarrassment and not coming away with what you got embarrassed for. So. Yeah, no, I hear that. I mean, if it means we get embarrassed in negotiations and we get Caicedo, I don't really care. I'm really not asked to be get embarrassed in negotiations then. If we can pay more than 100 million for Enzo, then we should pay. Yeah, we should. I hear it. Our fan base has become accountants. Yeah. Apparently, Kudus has an injury. Yeah, nothing major. Nothing major. I think Chelsea waited for Kudus to accept personal terms before submitting the Caicedo bid. Maybe. Onana is also a top quality player. He is good, but he's not as good as Caicedo, and he is again a slightly different profile, guys. He's a different profile. No two ways about it. He's certainly a different profile. Good player, but not the same as Caicedo. I agree on Onana as an alternative target. I'm sure he is on the list. Just me who thinks Caicedo is worth paying over the edge. No, it's not just you, bro. A lot of us think that. I want Enzo playing further forwards. Yeah, agreed. I think the final bid would be 85 plus 15. Yeah, quite possibly. And I think that is far too good an offer for someone like Brighton to be turning down. Okay, fair. Hope it feels better, John. Is Moreira then? Possibly, but I think what will happen is he might do something similar to what Caicedo did last season, play in the 21s and then go on loan in January for the second half of the season. I think that's what may well happen. His agent and advisors have let him down. Fair. Nice goal from Jackson against Newcastle. Yeah, I hear it. We're going to get into last night's game as well, people. Should we buy a new right centre-back? No, I don't think we need one. Do Brighton really want to sell him? It's just over 2 weeks before the season starts and they need to find a replacement. I'm sure they're working on replacements at this point in time. I think they know that he's going. Maybe part of it's them waiting to get the all clear from who they're going to bring in. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of mad. What a player. No, he's been injured. Let's keep pushing. At least Brighton has said he's not. Haven't said he's not for sale. No, he is for sale. Getting probably Caicedo, Kudus at least would be a fantastic window. Keeping in mind getting a new goalkeeper provides competition to Kepa, bring us back to Champions League football and probably FA or Carabao. Imagine what I had in mind. What's the point of doing all the groundwork for the deal only to come away with nothing? Yeah, exactly. There's no point putting all this work in to then just turn around and walk away with absolutely nothing. There's no point at all. But that is the latest, guys, in the Moises Caicedo saga, people. There's I mean, more twists and turns, I'm sure, will come. But this is where we're at. Edson Alvarez again. I don't really think he's that great. Certainly not what Chelsea are looking for. Is Onana from Inter free? No, Man United paid for him. Inter signed Onana on a free, but United paid, I think, 40 odd million quid for him. Brighton always have alternatives, but they want to see how far we can go. Yeah, I think that could be a possibility, guys. I think that certainly could be a possibility. But yeah, Chelsea bid £80 million for Moises Caicedo. No add-ons included in the last 24 hours. And it has been flat out rejected by Brighton. So we are kind of back to square one, and we wait for the next move in the chess game. That is the Moises Caicedo saga. So yeah, that's kind of the latest on that one, guys. Let's move away. Bro, I wish I could make that happen. But yeah, I mean, if I could make that happen, it would be done. It would be done. Simple as that. That's what gamblers say when they're going deeper and can't walk away now. Well, I mean, they're not gambling here because John Valverde is not leaving Real Madrid. That deal simply isn't happening. Does this new bid mean that Chelsea is still going hard on Caicedo? Well, I mean, some reports saying that Chelsea won't pay more than 80. Well, if Chelsea are true to their word and those reports are true, then there will be no more bids for Moises Caicedo. But I don't believe that to be the case. I'm sure Chelsea will be back with another offer. Yeah, we need to send in Egbali and Bowley at this point. We just send in the big dogs. I don't know why we're not sending them in. Yeah, so I hear that. We should leave Caicedo. Let's bring in Zakaria. Hassan, the greatest respect, bro. That is a ridiculous idea. But yeah, let's move away from the Caicedo stuff. Guys, make sure you keep smashing the likes. We're half hour in. 64 of you locked in on my channel. 51 likes, guys. Let's get these likes up closer to the 100 mark, guys. Oh, as soon as you enter the stream, make sure you smash that like. Don't be freeloading the content now, people. Hover over that thumb button, give it a click. It massively helps out. It spreads the stream to more people. So please do hit the like button as soon as you come in. If you haven't hit the like, just hover over it now and please do press it. Let's get this on the road to 100 likes on my channel. Run up the likes on Chelsea Fan TV. And guys, I think we're around 10 subscribers away now from 4K subscribers. So let's hit that milestone tonight, people. That should be really, really easy to do, guys. There's 200 of us locked in across both channels. Hit the link in the chat if you're not subscribed. We need 10 of you lovely people to hit that subscribe button, guys. And we'll be at 4K. And I'll do the prize draw for the Chelsea shirt this weekend, guys. So when we hit 4K, we need 10 of you lovely people to do it. I think we can easily do that now. Shouldn't be a problem at all. You're all great. So that's I mean, 10 out of 200 is very small. So people, hit that link, press subscribe. Let's get to 4K, guys. Right, let's move on to the next thing then, people. And let's talk about last night's game. So obviously we drew 1-1 with Newcastle in our second game of the the Premier League Summer Series. Our toughest pre-season test to date. Obviously, Wrexham wasn't too difficult. Brighton, we did pretty well. Newcastle, better than Brighton, obviously. They put out a decent side. We played well, but Pochettino afterwards was concerned about the size, about the size of the squad and how imbalanced the squad is as well. And that is concerning, 29-man squad. He wants it down to around 23 to 25 names. So there are some difficult decisions that need to be made. Some really difficult decisions that need to be made because there's several players now that are going to need to be moved on, whether that's sold or loan. I think a few of the guys that didn't feature as much will be going on loan, I believe. Whether that's your Angelos, I think we know are going on loan. There's going to be a few that are going on loan, people. No two ways about it. There certainly will be. What else have we got going on here? So let me just cancel that off. What did you people think of the game? Because we had Jackson obviously open the scoring early on. And yeah, a great through ball from Ian Martin, and Pochettino really, really pleased with Martin, actually, saying after the game that he is part of the plans. But guys, before we talk about the game, let's talk a little bit more about this, because Mauricio Pochettino in the media has been saying, he's been warning of an unbalanced squad, and that Chelsea, he's warns of a mess if his squad is not cut down. At the same time, he calls to add players in certain positions. So he couldn't be making it any clearer to those above, to those in charge, that we need to sell a few more players. This squad needs to lose between 5 and 7 players. This squad needs to lose, and we need we need to bring some signings in key areas. This is what everyone knows, people. This is what everyone knows that we need to do. We need to do this, and yeah, it is a little bit concerning that if we don't, we could end up being in a mess. Now, of course, you look at what we've got going on at this point in time in the squad. You know, you've got the left back slot that's got four positions there, 4 players there: Chilwell, Cucurella, Martson, and Lewis Hall. For me, it looks like Lewis Hall, for me, is going to go out on loan. He's barely featured at all in pre-season. I think he was an unused sub last night. So for me, it's pretty clear he's going out on loan. It's pretty clear that Ian Martson is ahead of him in the queue. Martson, again, a lot more experienced than Lewis Hall in terms of the amount of football that he's played at a senior level. He's been on loan at Coventry, been on loan at Burnley, played a starring role as Burnley won the championship last season. And he's played a lot more senior football than Lewis Hall has. So, yeah, you know, I think Lewis Hall will go on loan, and I think a championship loan or maybe a lower half Premier League loan will be exactly what he needs and will be great for him. One thing I really enjoy about Pochettino is how open and honest he is in the press. You know, he's saying that he's really pleased with Ian Martson so far, and you know, Martson is part of his plans at the moment. But you know, he needs to kind of continue to impress as well. Yeah, Martson's also been on loan at Charlton as well, where he actually did play wide. But the funny thing with Martson is that, you know, in his traditional left back / left wing back position, we haven't seen him once in pre-season play left back or left wing back. All the games that he's played for us, he's played wide as part of the 3 behind the striker. Now, I mean, I'm not saying that's going to be his role, but I think, you know, Martson could be an ultimate utility man potentially in terms of filling in at left back, filling in at left wing back, filling in on the left or right hand side. You know, so there's definitely room for him in the squad, and I think he can become a key member of the squad under Mauricio Pochettino. Guys, no 2 ways about it. But you know, it's interesting that Lewis Hall's not going to, I don't think is going to feature much under Pochettino this season. I think he needs a loan for sure. Angelo's going to go on loan again with Diego Moreira. I think he will go on loan, but he perhaps won't go on loan until January, and he'll be part of the development squad for the first half of the season, similar to what Cesare Caicedo did last season before joining Reading on loan. I think I was really impressed again with Bashir Humphreys. He started in the heart of the defence alongside Trevor Chalobah, who did really well. So yeah, look, there was lots of positives last night. I mean, Mudryk looks confident, he looks sharp. You know, he looks like he's got so much pace. He looks like he's a constant threat. I think we're going to see big things from him this season. Nicholas Jackson, I mean, I've forgotten, this is what it must feel like to have a centre forward that scores goals and that takes chances and doesn't just do nothing at the top end of the pitch. I mean, I think we've forgotten what that feels like to have a centre forward like that, guys. You know, it's kind of mad that, you know, we're celebrating the small things that, you know, are kind of basic on a football pitch. A centre forward that takes his chances, makes good runs. I mean, I've been really impressed with Jackson. You know, his link-up play, his hold-up play, his pace, his finishing. You know, as far as pre-season goes, he couldn't have done anything more than he's currently done. You know, he's got 4 goals already in 3 pre-season games. He's got 3 assists. And yeah, he's doing really, really well, you know, and he's not even played that many minutes in the games. You know, I think he played a half in 2 of the games, played about maybe half an hour in one of the other games. And, you know, yes, you could say one of them was against Wrexham, but the other 2 have been against very good Premier League sides in Brighton and Newcastle that comfortably finished ahead of us in the Premier League last season. So yeah, it's look, I'm really pleased with him. He looks like a real find. And I honestly don't think that Chelsea will go and sign another centre forward at this point in time. I really don't. I really don't think we will go and sign another centre forward. It's as simple as that, guys. I don't think we will, but I've been really impressed with him. And it was the first time that we saw, obviously, the Nkunku and Jackson link up, from the off. Jackson, again, looked a lot better than Nkunku did. Nkunku came into his own. He performed a little bit better, in the second half when he moved to that false nine position. He was a bit more involved in the game, but when he was playing as a 10 in the first half, he didn't really get into the game that much. I'll be honest, but the first half was a lot better than the second half. Martson was looking good, Santos looked decent, Caicedo. Cucurella. You know what's a shame, right? Cucurella actually played pretty well until he made that mistake right on half time, and then that wasn't great from him, cost us the goal. But to be honest, apart from two ridiculous Nick Pope saves, one from Ben Chilwell right at the end, and one from Conor Gallagher as well in the second half. Chelsea were the only team that looked like winning. So yeah. It is what it is at this point in time. Guys, I think we only need, let me have a quick look. Guys, we need 5 more subscribers, people. We need 5 more till we hit the 4K mark, guys. Not many now, people. I'm going to put the link in the chat again. 5 of you amazing people. Please do hit the link and subscribe to the channel, and then we will hit that 4K mark, guys. 5 of you in there. We're going to do this tonight, people. 5 of you guys can just hit the link. And please do subscribe so we can hit that 4K mark. What have we got here going on in the chat? Lewis Hall's wanted by Newcastle. Pochettino needs to be brave and get rid of Cucurella and Sterling. Sterling was shocking. We'll get on to Sterling, but he was awful. No two ways about it. He was absolutely dreadful, Cucurella. Sterling was worse. Ziyech, Lukaku, Cucurella, and Sterling can't do anything. Well, Ziyech and Lukaku aren't on the tour. They're not part of the future plan, so I'm not that asked about them. Cucurella, I think, actually, as I was saying, had a decent half until that mistake. And yes, I know it was a costly mistake. Sterling, for me, is a much bigger concern. He's come in. He's the highest paid player at the club. He's on big money. He said that he came because he wants to be the main man. And yet, he's putting in performances like that. All he was doing in that game was just fouling people. He was committing fouls. He wasn't doing anything. He wasn't taking any players. Only just dribbles into players. He looks overweight. He's just been shocking. He's been really, really bad, guys. There's no two ways about it. And at this point in time, people for Raheem Sterling, he is miles off it. He is miles off it. At this point in time, his 4th choice. He's behind Mudryk. Madueke has not even played any preseason games yet. He didn't feature last night because he's got a slight tightness in his hamstring. He should be around to feature against Fulham on Sunday. But yeah, it's a mad one, people. No two ways about it. Sterling needs to fix up ASAP. But even Angelo and Moreira have impressed more in preseason than he has. But at this point in time, people, Sterling shouldn't be anywhere near the starting lineup. And it's as simple as that. And it's a big season for him. And I think Pochettino's the sort of manager that's got the bollocks not to play him. And, you've got to earn the right and show the coaching staff you deserve to play. And he's been shit. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Brenton, big up. Good game. I enjoyed it, no doubt. But we have positive and negative. Negative, Cucurella sloppy defending, cost of the goal, and Kepa could do a little better. Sterling not playing his best football either. No, that's fair. Steady on, mate. But I think Mudryk's going to have a big season for sure. I don't think we do need a striker. But we certainly 100%, everyone knows that we need a defensive midfielder. Simple as that. It's not difficult to know that we need a defensive midfielder, guys. No two ways about it. 80 million and Caicedo gets Moises Caicedo. I think 85 will get him. What we've got here, Sterling looks like he's on retirement mode. Jackson will rip Liverpool apart. I hope so. Yeah, Malo Gusto looked really good in that when he came on. Again, another positive was Reece James getting 60 minutes under his belt. His first minutes in 3.5 months. Captaining the side as well was great to see. He looks good. A little bit rusty at times to be expected. Putting some really great balls up the line. Looks solid defensively. And yeah, to come through that unscathed is great. And to see him captaining his boyhood club as well is superb. Yeah, we've gone through that, Jose, but yeah, kind of mad that. Michael, big up, my guy. I need Nkunku to play with Jackson more. Yeah, I think hopefully we'll see the Nkunku Jackson link up again on Sunday when we play Fulham. And thank God the Fulham game is a 7:45 p.m. UK kickoff, which makes it nice and easy. There will be a watch along on my channel. So yeah, make sure you stay tuned in for that. Nicholas Jackson's a weapon. Excited about him? Absolutely. Won't be easy to ship out Sterling and Cucurella. Yeah, that's also true. Not happy with Sterling. He disappointed me in preseason games. Yeah, he's been shocking so far. I really wanted Caicedo, but I don't think it's going to happen at this point. As sad as it is, it's also nice to see that the owners won't overpay. Well, I mean, to be honest, I think with certain players, as I've said before, you just have to break the bank and pay the money. You really do. That's what it takes to get him. That's what you've got to do. Cucurella should be cut with immediate effect. Sell Cucurella, fair. 90 mil, 10 mil add-ons of UCL spot and FA Cup minimum round of 8. Good deal. I mean, I don't know what add-ons normally are. Maybe based on appearances, maybe based on trophies, qualify for Champions League, that sort of things. Guys, we've hit the 4K. Big news, people. We have hit the 4K now. So that means, guys, we will be doing a prize draw for a Chelsea shirt. We'll do it on Sunday. No, we won't do it on Sunday. We'll do it on Saturday. I think we'll do it Saturday, people. During the stream on Saturday, I will set up the competition and we'll draw it during the stream. And one of you lovely people will win a Chelsea shirt of your choice for the upcoming season. Obviously, they're not available to purchase right now. But yeah, great stuff, people. We're at the 4K. Now the hard work begins on the road to 5,000 subs, people. One observation was good that Nkunku as a 9 needs better players around. When he had Gallagher as a 10 and Mudryk Martin taken off, was ineffective. Yeah, you've got to put good players around Nkunku. There's no two ways about it. You have got to put good players around him. Mudryk has the potential to be like Hazard, but Hazard was on another level. Yeah, Hazard was another level. I think we need to sort of rein back kind of the Hazard comparisons here. But Mudryk looked confident, looked good. I've accepted now we're not getting Caicedo. We should go all out for Lavia instead. No, I still think we will get Caicedo. People don't put too much pressure on Jackson. Agreed. Cucurella and Sterling better start learning Arabic. Fair. Yeah, we've hit the 4K. Big up. Yep. Thank you, guys. Sterling, I think he's finished. Next season, he'll leave. Yeah, well, if he has another season like he did last season or another season like nowhere near to what we expect from him, then yeah, absolutely, the club will have to look at moving on. It could be pretty difficult, though, to move those wages on. There's no two ways about it, guys. It could be difficult to move those wages on. Sterling is our only experienced winger. Do you think we can give him another season? Well, we're going to have to give him another season, but yeah, he has been absolutely shocking. Doesn't look like anything we paid the money for. So yeah, really disappointing. I've expected Sterling to at least perform when a team played well, but the guy has no drive. No, I agree on that. He's been absolutely awful. Sterling came just to be close to his family. Well, it looks like that. You know, he said he wanted to be the main guy, new challenge, come and be close to his family and all that stuff. But ultimately, you know, yeah, he's not really done anything at all in a Chelsea shirt. I guess the best thing he did was probably score the opening goal in the second leg against Dortmund. Other than that, I really can't think of too much that he's done that has been good. You know, he really hasn't. So yeah, let's wait and see what he does. But so far, the evidence is not good, and he shouldn't be anywhere near the starting lineup come the first game of the season. Yeah, you know, how the mighty have fallen. Poch will sort him out. Don't panic. Well, hope so. Maybe he'll get him somewhere respectable. Sterling out. Agreed. Brighton don't need to sell. No, they don't. Thank you, my guy. Big up to everyone that subscribes to the channel as well, guys. Appreciate all of you. Why are Brighton acting like big dogs, rejecting bids and trying to pull our pants down? I'm not too sure. Isn't going to take much to rip Liverpool's defence apart this season, to be fair. Or let's hope not. And let's hope that our new attack doesn't have too many issues doing that. You know, hopefully not. Carney plays the 10 better than Nkunku, which is a problem. I absolutely don't agree with that, bro. Our options are dwindling. We will have no choice but to pay the 100. Do we even have it if they are trying to sell Trev and Connor? Yeah, no, we've got it. We've got it. The club aren't actively looking to sell Trev or Connor, but they would if decent bids came in and they wanted to leave. No, don't give Jackson the number 9. I think Nkunku will take the 10. Maybe give Jackson the 11 or something like that. Give Jackson and Breyer till January. If they don't do well, then we can look for a striker. But right now, it's a big priority because we need a DM and stop. Yeah, we do. DM, attacking midfield player, and keeper. Yeah, keeper. Sorry, yeah. I don't agree with you guys saying Cucurella doing well, as he's always backing off and miscommits when he finally does. Look, I think Pochettino can get more out of him. I think he'll be decent for us. But yeah, he's got to cut these mistakes out, and he's got to do much better than last season, because otherwise, we will have to start looking at selling him. That's kind of the harsh reality. Really enjoying Ian Martson. Think he's a great talent. Hoping to see him in the first 11 next season. Yeah, I'm really liking what I'm seeing from Martson. He just needs to keep impressing in the next 2 games, and then I'm sure he will be part of that squad. But there are going to be some really tough decisions that are going to have to be made, because 6 or 7 players need to be trimmed from this 29-man travelling party. Obviously, a few of the goalkeepers will obviously go. Some players will go on loan. But yeah, there's some tough decisions that Pochettino's got to make. There are some difficult ones at this stage. Brighton can ask what they want for their players. Yeah, they absolutely can. Doesn't mean they're going to get it, and doesn't mean that it's always fair either. But yeah, no, I hear that. I hear that, people. No two ways about it. I do hear it. But yeah, at this point in time, it just seems ridiculous on that front. So yeah, it is what it is. What else have we got going on here? Nkunku link up with Jackson was poor. Yeah, it wasn't the best, but it's the first time we've seen it, and I'm confident that it will get much better. So I appreciate that, my guy. Appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. Agree. I think Nkunku wants centre forward. I'm not sure. Cucurella, Sterling, and Kappa are all liabilities and will cost us points. Do you think we'll get Caicedo to a complete Harrison? Yeah, I do think we will, mate. I do. Could James and Malagusto play together at some point? I wouldn't have thought so. But you can never say never in football. But I wouldn't have thought that would happen in my opinion, guys. 85 plus 5 is the most I would go. To be fair, 85 plus 5 could definitely. I think 85 plus 5 could do it. I think that could do it if it was a decent payment structure. Only club that can afford to take Sterling and Cucurella right now is the Saudis. Don't think they're going to go for them. Yeah, no, we're not going to. I don't think Sterling or Cucurella are going anywhere this summer, guys. And that's the reality of the situation. Joe, thank you, my guy. Isaiah, I still think we will, but it's not looking good at this point in time. The sticking issue is Chelsea wants to spread payment over 4 years. Brighton don't. Let's put it over 3 years or 2 years or whatever we are trying to do. And Nkunku looking like he might be another Werner. Absolutely not, bro. I'm concerned with going to get outplayed in the midfield by every single team this season, apart from Luton. No, look, guys, we've still got a couple of weeks to the season start. There's still a while until, obviously, the transfer window closes. I still think we are going to get what we need. But it doesn't mean that it's any less frustrating, because it is very, very frustrating. There's no two ways about it. We've got to get a move on. Yeah, we have to get a move on. Simple as that. We do have to get a move on. What else are we saying here? Our ownership realizes we need 2 DMs, correct? Look, guys, I'll be honest. I think we're only going to get 1 midfield player, and that'll be Moises Caicedo. I don't think we'll sign anyone else in midfield. That's just my honest thoughts on the situation. I feel we should build teams around Nkunku and Enzo Fernandez for next season. Yep. Zerbi already admitted Caicedo would be sold this window. There's a deal there to be done. Absolutely. Absolutely. How can Sterling become so bad in a short space of time? Probably taken out of a world-class system, not playing with players as good as him. Or maybe the system and playing with better players was making him look better than he actually is. I think it's probably more to do with that. Can Caicedo put in a transfer request at Brighton? Yeah, but I don't know how much difference that's really going to make. I think we're waiting for January again so we can spend our money. Who knows, mate? He can, but he might not. I don't know. Yeah, fair. By end of August, Sterling will either be balling and amazing or at best coming on with half an hour left in the game. Bro, I think he's going to be coming on with half an hour left if he's lucky. Maybe he'll get 20 minutes, but he's certainly, on the evidence so far seen in pre-season, he shouldn't be anywhere near the Chelsea starting 11. No two ways about it. He shouldn't be anywhere near it. Simple as that. Shouldn't be anywhere near it, guys. Give Jackson the 19. Yeah, well, we could give him the 19. I mean, to be fair, if Jackson keeps going well, I mean, I'm tempted to get his name on the back of the shirt, but I probably will. I don't know. I feel like I should go for a Thiago Silva or maybe add in Nkunku. That would look quite decent hung up on the wall, people, for sure. But yeah, anyway, we seem to lack physicality in our wing and midfield. Yep. Yeah, bro, I've seen this when we've gone through it. But yeah, kind of mad and massive. Cuckoo's always crap. I don't think so. I think it's a little bit harsh. Michael, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. We're on the road to 5K now. Bloody hell, only just seen the Caicedo bid. Yeah, I hear you. John Henson in Saudi Arabia, who would have thought that a few weeks ago? Yeah, for sure. But, you know, it is what it is. Everyone's allowed to make their own decisions in what they do with their careers. Fair play to them. Go and secure the bag, my guy. Martinson's great cover. Yeah, he absolutely is. I think compared to City and Liverpool, our squad is a little humble, but our youth energy manager and no UCL implying even more freshness makes us good for the title. I don't know if we're good for the title, but yeah. I don't think Cucurella is going to be converted to a winger. I think those defensive, deficiencies can be sorted out. But yeah, sure, he does need to work on it, particularly his one-on-one defending. That does need to be worked on. No two ways about it. That needs to be worked on. But you know, I think Pochettino can get that out of him. And if it doesn't work, then yeah, that's just the way it is, unfortunately. Maybe I have to try and look to move him on next. But I'm confident that Cucurella can sort his form out and prove that he can be of use to us, because I still think there's a good player in there. He's shown it at Brighton. Pep wanted him. Man City wanted him. So yeah, there's not a bad player there. I mean, it would have been interesting to see how he would have done at Man City as well. That would have been interesting. He's on the tour. I'm surprised we've not seen him. I really am surprised that we've not seen him. Martin needs to be up top as left mid, left wing. His link-up player is great and he blows by players. Fair. Rather have Cuckoo make the mistakes in pre-season so he knows he needs to sharpen up. I agree on that. He'd rather make the mistakes in pre-season than in the actual season. I think Reece James should be next captain. Yeah, Silva or James for me. Who's our number one right wing currently? You probably have to say, well, I would say Mudryk, but not Mudryk. Sorry, I would say Madueke, but he's not even played this preseason. But I'm confident that he'd be ahead of Sterling. Tony Bloom wants to keep Moises Caicedo and is reluctant to sell him for less than 100 million. Chelsea had set a ceiling on negotiations and have alternatives to consider. Yeah, this is annoying. I mean, I don't really know what we're going to do about that. Of course he wants to keep Caicedo, but I mean, I think Caicedo is going to feel pretty hard done by when he finds out, you know, that Brighton are not going to sell him. You know, I feel that he was under the impression that he would have been allowed to leave for a reasonable price. And maybe Brighton aren't sticking to their side of the bargain. I don't really know what's going on that front, but yeah, that's not looking great. That, you know, reluctant to sell for less than 100. So I mean, that's the key word there in that one, guys. Reluctant. It kind of means that, you know, I don't know what reluctant means, but he wouldn't want to do it, but he would do it if it came to it. And I think Chelsea are partly going to be hoping that Brighton maybe will accept less money because they'd rather get a little bit less money than try and get more and be stuck with an unhappy player for another season. I think that's fair. Why does Win Stanley keep offering upfront bids and no add-ons? No idea, bro. Bro, the Felix thing's done. Can't see how much more Poch can get out of Kepa. And Kunku 10, big up my guy. Yeah, I don't know. Poch seems really happy with Kepa. He's really positive with his comments on Kepa after the game. So that was interesting. News just tweeted. Yeah, it did indeed. Just seen it. Reece can play. Well, I mean, he's done it a couple of times. I wouldn't be comfortable doing that. And we've got to stop this thing of just shoehorning players into positions. You know, we need to address the position seriously and properly. You know, simple as that. That is exactly what we need to do, guys. We need to address positions seriously and properly. Brighton are a small club. Know your place. What have we got? I remember when Leicester were acting the same way to Ndidi because they qualified for European football. How did it end? Yep, Ndidi's kind of dropped off a cliff a little bit and is now playing in the Championship and hasn't really got any suitors for his signature. So yeah, I'm not saying that Caicedo is going to go the same way, but yeah, I hear what you're saying. Pay the money for Caicedo and never buy from the Seagulls again. Agreed. Lavia, Amrabat, Thuram, Yusuf Fofana Again, Lavia looks like he's going to go to Liverpool. So if we're gonna get him, we need to get a move on big time. Amrabat, I think, is more likely to go to Man United, but Chelsea haven't really been linked with him at all. The stuff with Thuram's gone really quiet because he was close to Liverpool, and then it's all gone very quiet on that front. So yeah, I don't really know. I don't really know where we're at with this at this point in time, guys. At this point in time, I'm really not too sure. So yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see what happens in that. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure, people. We need Caicedo, but let's not underestimate Gallagher. So it's Caicedo partnering with Enzo. Gallagher's not a pivot player. Juve going to buy Morata, it looks like. Lukaku looks set to stay. Well, Lukaku maybe go on loan somewhere if we have to with an obligation, just get rid of him. Yeah, but it's hard getting an elite player that would accept being a backup. I hear that. No, we've got money. De Zerbi has no control, only Bloomy wants 100 mil. Yeah, I hear that. Not happy with Spurs sending a player to the Russian league. Davinson Sanchez is not gone yet. Pep knew Sterling was washed. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think he probably did. What was the bid we sent for Caicedo? £80 million. Sterling's fourth choice at the moment. Fourth choice? Yeah, no, he is. Sterling is absolutely fourth choice at this point in time, guys. He is fourth choice at this point in time. Pep's not stupid. No, he's not. Sterling don't respect the Champions badge. It's all about the money and his so-called legacy. 107 mil for Caicedo. So yeah, interesting that one. Interesting on that one. I don't think I'll go to 107. I still think we can get him for 85 plus 5. And I think 85 plus 5 would be a decent deal. I think 85 plus 5 would be a decent deal for sure. What else have we got going on here? Roman and his staff with a go. I never seen us agree personal terms for a player for a month. Can't make any progress. Well, look, you always agree personal terms first. There's no point agreeing a fee with a club if the player doesn't want to move. So you find out the player wants to move, and then you work on getting a fee agreed. But I agree that this deal for some reason seems to be taking so long. No, mate, not tried commentary before, but thanks for that. Yeah, and Nkunku needs to be given the number 10 for sure. I'm sure he will be. And yeah, everyone moaned when we wanted the young Russian winger from Dynamo Moscow. Yeah, I mean, we might still get him though. Gerrard signed Moussa Dembele, the XL. Yeah, he has. We need to go all out for the top 5. That's our target. Agreed. Average attendance is about 4K though. Yeah, it's pretty low. Should have kept Alonso. I don't know about that. Cucurella cannot defend, and when the ball is in front of him, if he faces an attacker, he can usually win out, but he gambles too much and lets the ball get behind him. I wish we'd stop saying Jackson is the new Drogba. No, he's Nicholas Jackson. Yeah, no, bro, I hear it. I mean, people love to make comparisons, but he's not. He's Nicholas Jackson. You know, if he can do anything near what Drogba did, fantastic. But we shouldn't really be comparing him. We shouldn't be comparing him to Didier Drogba. That is absolutely clear that we should not be doing that. We should not be comparing him to Didier Drogba. Absolutely agree on that front, guys. But yeah, people. What else have we got going on in the chat here? Let me get through a few more bits and pieces. Cucurella is an absolute clown shoe and continues to be found out. And those of you that think he can also play left centre back in a 3, he's all right, but definitely not in a 4. I think Reece James should be next captain for Chelsea because he cares about this boyhood club. Chelsea, fair. Paul Winstanley had an absolute shocker. Who said give Jackson 19? Number 9 is cursed. The hideous twins wore the shirt with a 9 and don't Cuckoo as a winger and attacking midfielder at Betis. That must have been right at the start of his career, though. That must have been right at the start, surely. Yeah, that has to have been at the start, guys. No two ways about it. That must have been at the start. But yeah, let's have a look. How do you rate our player Mason Burstow from? Yeah, bro, he looks all right. Is he like a young guy? I think he's been here for a while. But yeah, nice to see him get some minutes and play. But again, I don't think he's going to be part of the plans going forward, to be perfectly honest. Certainly not this season. So if Brighton want 100 mil for Caicedo and we won't pay 100 mil, yeah, top bins. That is a great point, my guy. I don't know what we're playing at if that is the situation. Probably if we don't sign Moises Caicedo, Winstanley can go on gardening leave. How many players do you think Chelsea will sign before the window shuts? I think maybe 3. I think we'll sign 3. I think we'll sign an attacking midfield player, Moises Caicedo, and some form of goalkeeper. I don't know who. This is the thing. We've got to move quickly now. Lukaku, Ziyech, Kuku, and Sterling out. What else have we got? Tony Bloom's annoying. Mamadashvili should come in. 40 million should be good enough. Fair. We'll be doing, the phone-in, the call-in show, guys, will be tomorrow, 6:30 on a Friday. The call-in show will be taking place. So you guys will be able to all call in. No problem at all. Breaking Sky, Brighton and Chelsea are not in active talks. Will decide to bid again or move on. Chelsea fans and Poch and Caicedo is frustrated about the transfer. Yep, agreed. We just offered. We have in the last 24 hours a bid of 80 million with no add-ons went on. But again, there's no other option. I agree on that. There's certainly no other option. Mudashvili is a 6'6" Georgian keeper. Is very aggressive and can handle the ball. Gallagher is horrible in a pivot. Yeah, we can't have Gallagher in a pivot. No. I mean, Kvaratskhelia would be great, but not going to happen. Feels like Poch won't let Enzo show his attacking abilities, just like Potter. No, we need someone to go alongside him. What else have we got going on here, guys? What else is going on? There's so much stuff coming in the chat. People, if you want to guarantee that your comment gets read out, then you can obviously use the super chat function as well. I'll get through as many of these as I can. Nicholas Jackson has already made a bigger impact than Lukaku did in his whole Chelsea season. Yeah, I think that's fair. We must know by now Brighton won't accept under 100 mil for Caicedo. Well, you would have thought we'd know that. Sometimes things open up as the window progresses. Yeah, that's also a fair point. Chelsea should move on. We need 2 midfielders, 1 defender, 1 winger. I think we only need a centre back if Chalobah leaves, guys. I think if Chalobah doesn't leave, then we should be all right. By the way, people, 25 more likes to hit 100 likes. There's still 77 of you locked in here. I'm sure there's 25 of you that haven't hit the like button. So please do hit that like button, guys. Hover over the thumb, give it a click. It massively helps out. It spreads the stream to more people, gets more people tuning in. So yeah, 81 of you locked in, 76 likes. Let's lock these last sort of 23 likes. And let's hit 100 for the 4th stream in a row this week, guys. And people, keep subscribing to the channel. Just because we've hit 4K doesn't mean that we stop there, guys. It means we keep pushing. We keep going on to bigger and better things, guys. We're now on the road to 5,000 subscribers. So people, please make sure you continue to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. I know it must get annoying with me saying it, but it really helps out. It helps grow the channel. Obviously, subscribe to Chelsea Fan TV as well, guys. The link's in the chat. Please click the link. Please subscribe. Let's get ourselves on the road to 5K. But guys, I've not forgotten. We will be doing the draw for the Chelsea shirt over the weekend. So one of you people will have a chance to win a Chelsea shirt of your choice for the upcoming season, paid for by myself. And yeah, guys, make sure you keep subscribing. What about Lavia? Yeah, Chelsea have held conversations with his representatives, but Liverpool have submitted 2 bids for him. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen on that front, people. I'm really not too sure at this point in time. It would appear that he would most likely be heading to Liverpool, but Chelsea, if they're going to hijack this bid, need to desperately get a move on, because we can't afford to be fucking about. The more time we spend on Caicedo, the more chance are that others are going to look to other alternatives are going to be signed up. I imagine Lavia's on the list. I imagine Everton's Anana's on the list. Maybe Kefir and Thuram's on the list, but all guys that aren't as good as Caicedo. Want some of whatever Brighton's smoking bare piece from a midfielder that hasn't won shit. Someone explain this to me. Yeah, I'm not sure why they're asking for 100, but that seems to be the going rate these days. No Michael Elise, because Eagles might sell best players. Nobody except Saudi comes in for Sterling. Yep, I hear that. Sign a goalkeeper in the last hours and days. Yeah, potentially, people, potentially. Chelsea need to just pay up. Yep. If I about you find out. Yep. 45 million will probably get Lavia, maybe. What else have we got? Caicedo needs to force the move now if he really wants to come. Agreed on that. Yeah, home, bro. I've had this loads of times. I had it a lot of times. Loads of people have said it in the comments on YouTube at games and all sorts. People. A relegation for the DM from Everton. I mean, he's better than that. But yeah, guys, let's move away from last night's game. Then let's move on to some other bits and pieces, and let's talk quickly about Mohamed Kudus, guys. Let's talk about Mohamed Kudus, because Kudus has been absent from Ajax training. So Kudus is currently not training with Ajax due to injury, but 3 days ago, Chelsea had some calls on the players' side and with Ajax to understand the conditions of the deal. Brighton can only get kudos if they sell some players. Caicedo deal still on with Chelsea. We know, obviously, the Caicedo deal is still on. So yeah, I mean, at this point in time, this is where we're at. Kudos hasn't trained because he picked up an injury, but yeah, Chelsea obviously have had conversations on the player side and with Ajax on that. But yeah, let's wait and see what does happen. We obviously had Ajax's director of football, Sven Mislintat, speaking on Mohamed Kudus and Edson Alvarez. We're very open and good discussions with both players and their agents with a clear wish in terms of timeline. We need to get good replacements. So Ajax will want to do business quickly. So I don't really understand why we aren't getting a move on and just sorting out this Kudus deal. To me, it doesn't look like it would be particularly difficult to secure a deal for Mohamed Kudus, pay £40 million. Personal terms shouldn't be an issue. So what exactly are we waiting for? In all honesty, guys, what are we waiting for at this point in time, people? I'm really not too sure what we're waiting for, guys. Really not too sure what we're waiting for at this point in time. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. Let's have a look. What are you guys saying about Mohamed Kudus, guys? Let me know your thoughts. Why we sold Kovacic? Because he wanted to leave. The transfer request does nothing. Brighton know he wants to leave. They want 100 million. They're greedy. Fair. Don't understand you lot in the chat. 11 months ago, Chelsea paid 63 mil to the same club and now can't understand why Brighton are asking for more for a better player. Yeah, no, I hear that. It's not injury. Enzo needs a damn partner. For fuck's sake, get Caicedo. Yeah, bro, we need to do it. I mean, the annoying thing is now that bid is probably that's going to be the director's work on it for the next week. You know, there's not going to be any more bids going in for a while, which is annoying. Nah, bro, I hear it. He's a legend. I'm a big fan of him. Chelsea are leading the race for Mohamed Kudus. Yeah, we are, but we need to get a move. And there's no point leading the race if you're not doing anything with it. You know, we do need to get a move on and just sort our shit out. We just need to sort our shit out. So yeah, let's hope that we can obviously do that. Ben Jacobs saying that Chelsea are ready to move for Romeo Lavia and even prepared to table a higher offer than Liverpool. Lavia is currently still sold on Liverpool at this stage, and a move to Anfield remains more likely. I don't understand why we always seem to leave stuff so late, guys. Why do we leave everything so late? That's what I'm not quite getting. Why is everything being left so late? You know, if we're going to pull out of Caicedo, we're not going to pay any more. Then we need to assess alternatives. Why have we waited for Liverpool to put two bids in to kind of still say that we're serious about Lavia when he's very close to becoming a Liverpool player? It doesn't really make an awful lot of sense to me. They want 100 mil because Independiente get 20 million sell on, do they? What have we got here? Tell Brighton we will back off on Kudus if they sell us Caicedo. Now, we can't afford to do that. Chelsea have no money unless they sell. That, again, is not true. There is money to spend. We've brought in so much money through player sales. So it's absolutely not true that we don't have money to spend, because we do. Evan, big up my guy. Up the Chelsea, just wondering your thoughts on how the transfer window has gone for us this summer. Outgoings, fantastic, superb. Incomings, not so good. Slightly concerning that we are July 27th, and one bid has gone in. That's a bit of a problem for me. So delighted with the outgoings. Less than pleased with the incomings. With around 2 weeks or so till the season kicks off, and to still not have addressed the serious positions that we need to address, then that's not good. That's not good from us, guys. Simple as that. Clubs always say players injured if players going to be sold. Maybe they do. I don't know. The only positive about Lukaku deal was the fact Inter gave us Caicedo on the cheap. I don't know if that was anything to do with that deal. If I'm being honest, mate, I don't think it was anything to do with it. Take Kudus and Caicedo away from Brighton. Yeah. Did you see Enzo's tweet? Yeah, I did see that. Because we are trying to do better business now, it sets the precedent. We don't want to be Man U and get taxed everywhere. No, but bro, we're some players you just got to pay. We just got to pay more for. And Moises Caicedo is definitely one of those. It'd be a transformative signing. We just got to crack on with it. By the way, guys, 16 likes away from 100 on the channel. Let's try and hit the 100 likes again. Guys, there's 85 of you locked in. I'm sure there's 16 of you that haven't hit the like button. So please do smash that like button, guys. It massively helps out. 16 of you amazing people can definitely do that, guys. So please hover over the thumb, give it a little click. It massively helps out. Let's get this to 100 likes before I round it out in the next 5 minutes or so, people. So I know it is far. 20 mil would be the most money Independent ever got paid. And from a sell-on clause, yep, because our midfield is lacking quality players. And yep, I don't want Lavia just go and get Caicedo. Yeah, I mean, if we could get both, fantastic. I hope Lavia is not as an alternative, maybe as well as. I hope we get Kudos of Brighton. Yep. I know it's far, but what would your starting 11 against Liverpool be? Kepa, James, Silva, Colwell, Chile, Enzo, Caicedo, Madueke, and Nkunku, Mudryk, and Jackson. Yeah, Chelsea are going to look at Lavia. Brighton is being pissy over Colwell. They are. Failed to prepare, prepared to fail. Bro, I hear it. So if we don't get Caicedo, what do we do? I don't know. We have to hope. We have to hope for a miracle is what we need to do. We have to hope for a miracle at that stage, guys. TG, big up my guy. Appreciate you being a new subscriber. Chelsea get Caicedo, Brighton get Kudos, winner. Bro, we need both. So, I mean, that would be we need to be winning. We probably don't wish to piss Brighton off by moving for Kudos, their target, as it could affect the Caicedo outcome. I mean, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. Whom should we sign if not Caicedo? Well, hopefully Romeo Lavia. Big clubs pay fleece prices. That's what big clubs do. Just hurry up and put the bid in. Yep. Yeah, that's the team you mentioned. Love that the starting 11 you called out just would change Noni for Kudos. Yeah, I mean, I'm just doing on what we've got so far. I mean, we actually haven't got Caicedo, but yeah. No, I hear that. Lavia is apparently getting bidded for soon by Chelsea. Well, we need to get a move on them. Chelsea should just screw over Brighton and take both of their best players. Tell me about Elise. Yeah, good player. Chelsea are interested for sure, but yeah, no bids or any offers have gone in at this point in time, guys. So yeah, you know that's kind of the latest on Elise. I think Mohamed Kudus is far more likely than Elise is, but yeah, let's wait and see what happens on that front, guys. Let's wait and see what happens on that front. But yeah, obviously Mohamed Kudus, that's what we've got so far. Pay 100 for Caicedo, swoop for Kudus right under Tony Bloom's big nose. I would personally invest in the first team goalkeeper when we manage to get Kudus, Caicedo, and DM cover, even though Santos has been good. I think Santos is good enough to be backup. Looks like Hudson-Odoi is off to Fulham. Yeah, we're going to get into that. If we get Lavia and Caicedo midfield, will be good. Yep. If Caicedo helps us get top 4, no one will care how much we paid. No, that's also true. Chelsea should be signing a number 9. I'm not sure we do need to sign a number 9. I think the emergence of Jackson's been great and Nkunku can play there. So yeah, I'm not sure a number 9 is actually needed, guys. But yeah, that's the latest on Mohamed Kudus. Chelsea obviously are leading the race for him. Ajax would rather get business done swiftly. Doesn't seem to be what Chelsea do, swift business. So let's wait and see what the coming days have got in store in terms of the pursuit for Mohamed Kudus. But in terms of Michael Elise, things don't really seem to be moving that far on in all honesty, guys. Right, let's move on to the last couple of bits then, people. Let's talk about Callum Hudson-Odoi quickly. Looks like he could be going, yeah, and Kudus can also play as a false 9 as well. He has done that. So, latest on Callum Hudson-Odoi is that Fulham remain front runners to sign Callum Hudson-Odoi, but have yet to meet Chelsea's asking price of around £8 million. That's from Ed Aarons in The Guardian. I mean, £8 million for Callum Hudson-Odoi at 22 years of age with so much potential potentially still ahead of him. That seems like a really good deal. I'm not really sure why Fulham wouldn't be prepared to pay the £8 million, but Hudson-Odoi is still on the books, obviously training at Cobham with the guys that aren't part of any future plans at all. So yeah, let's wait and see what happens. But yeah, it is certainly an interesting one for sure. I mean, I don't know why Fulham wouldn't pay £8 million for him. I think £8 million for Callum Hudson-Odoi is an absolute steal. It really is, considering how much potential he's got ahead of him. So yeah, you know, I think a move to Fulham would be great for him. So Ben Jacobs, a little quick update from Ben Jacobs. So Ben Jacobs was saying that Chelsea's latest 8 million bid for Moise Caicedo have been rejected. Yep, Caicedo camp now considering their position. There remains a sense of disbelief that a club record transfer fee hasn't been accepted, especially now Chelsea have gone up to 80 million. I think rightly so. As far as LFC are concerned, they believe their player. Oh yeah, this is to do with Caicedo. As far as Liverpool are concerned, so not to do with Lavia. As far as Liverpool are concerned, they believe they have player buy-in and can reach an agreement with Southampton soon. This makes the Chelsea hijack difficult, but it won't stop them trying. This is also why Liverpool are moving fast. Right, we need to move quick on this Romeo Lavia hijack, guys. We need to move quickly. We're going to do it. Need to move quickly. Just 8 million for Odoi. Yeah, I know. They need to get a move on. It definitely is a snip for Hudson Odoi. No two ways about it. Will Chukwuemeka stay or be loaned out? I think he'll stay. It depends how he does for the rest of the preseason. Depends who else comes in. But I reckon that Chukwuemeka will end up staying, guys. But who knows? 88 likes, people. Let's get the last 12, guys. Knock those last 12 likes off, people. 70 of you locked in on the channel. 12 more likes to go. Hover over that thumb button. Give it a click. Let's get this to 100 likes, people. Shouldn't be a problem. Let's do it. Let's run it up. Caicedo's camp need to stop talking and actually do something. Yeah, I hear that. Do none of you realise that Chelsea can't just spend? FFP, despite the outgoings, Chelsea are way over of Caicedo. No, we're not. We're not. I mean, like we've done the clear out. We've brought in a load of money. We're fine on FFP. A new 3-year cycle has just started. So yeah, we haven't got any issues there. Honestly, I wouldn't even mind Liverpool getting Lavia if it means when Stanley gets the hint to move fast for Caicedo. I mean, I don't know if a Romeo Lavia hijack is coming or not, but yeah, if we're going to do it, we need to do it quickly. But in terms of the future of Callum Hudson-Odoi, yeah, I mean, obviously he's got a year left on his contract. He hasn't got a future at Chelsea. Still only 22 years of age. So yeah, you know, I think there's definitely a player there. He's got so much potential still. And I think Fulham would be great for him. Go and link up with Chelsea old boy Willian. I think it would be a great place for him to go and play his football. Number 10, I think in Nkunku. 7, difficult because we had Kante as a 7. Maybe Caicedo can be 7. Who knows? Cheap fee for Odoi, probably after 120k a week, which will stretch Fulham's wage budget. I don't think Callum. I think Callum will take a pay cut more than likely. Why not keep Santos and Caicedo? I think Santos will stay. Caicedo maybe go on loan, but again, it depends who comes in, and it depends how much further they obviously impress in the preseason. I don't think we're going to see Cucurella in a defensive midfield position. Absolutely not. That's just the latest on Callum Hudson-Odoi, guys. Let's just move on to the last bit and another small update on Eli Wahi, the Montpellier forward. So, in L'Équipe, LA Wahi wishes to join Chelsea as quickly as possible. The London club have therefore submitted an opening offer thought to be worth just over 27 million, according to L'Équipe. However, the bid has been rejected by Montpellier. And Mohamed Toubashter reported yesterday that the Liga club were expecting at least 35 million euros for the Frenchman. So, yeah, Wahi's obviously keen on the move. I don't know if the plan's still to loan him out to Strasbourg. Reportedly, he wasn't keen on that, but he's obviously keen to join the club. Of course, he would be. Why wouldn't you be? Yeah, so Chelsea are going to have to kind of up their offer perhaps a little bit more. But again, Eli Wahi is going to be one that I think will happen fairly soon, hopefully. Fairly soon. So let's wait and see kind of what does happen on that front, guys. But yeah, I mean, Wahi keen for the move. Chelsea have submitted an opening offer. They need to submit a little bit more. I think they probably will. And then I think Wahi will potentially go and join Patrick Vieira's Strasbourg team on loan, people. So yeah, let's have a quick look at the final bits, guys, and then I will round this one out. 650 million. Yeah, but again, that's not all spent in one go. That's amortized over the length of the contract, so only a small amount goes on the books. We've made the money that we've needed to make, and we didn't spend 650 million pounds last season. We committed to spending that, but that didn't go all on the books in one go. We aren't total idiots at Chelsea. Cucurella has a damn liability to defending. Yes, one-on-one defending definitely needs work. If Broja goes West Ham, why he can come into the first team? Yeah, he can, but I don't think Broja will go to West Ham. But I don't know. Let's wait and see what happens, guys. Mate, the thing with FFP is not to make a loss 3 seasons in a row. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That is exactly it. Yeah, I've seen a Ben Jacobs tweet about the guys. Just a quick one. How many of you in the chat think we are going to hijack the Romeo Lavia deal? What are you people saying? Oh, guys, there's a little bit of breaking news. Fulham are now, having just talked about Callum, Fulham are now in advanced talks with Chelsea over signing Callum Hudson-Odoi. So, yeah, it looks like Hudson-Odoi will probably be heading to Fulham, as we were literally just discussing. But yeah, guys, do you think we're gonna hijack Romeo Lavia the bid? Yeah, we've done that. Santos is being underappreciated with this Lavia talks. Yeah, bro, I hear that. We have no strategy. I think Poch will be out by Xmas and will be a mid-table. Francis, nice and positive outlook from you there, mate. I disagree with that. Are you going to do watch along for Chelsea's next preseason game? Yes, I will be doing a watch along. It will just be on my channel though, because Chelsea Fan TV will of course have their own watch along, but I will be doing a Fulham watch along. Not at all. I've said it before. Give Brighton 80 mil plus 20 mil add-ons. The 20 mil is going to be achieved by 2050. Fair. Still think Caicedo gets done. I do as well. I don't reckon we'll hijack. If I was Santos, I'd be fuming. The Chelsea negotiators will be working hard for the next 2 weeks. Certainly. Depends where Lavia wants to go. He'll get to decide if he wants Chelsea or Liverpool. Who are your must-go and must-go? We need to get rid of Ziyech, Lukaku, Hudson-Odoi, Malang Sarr. Those are the 4 players in. For me, Caicedo. I'd go Trubin at Shakhtar Donetsk as another keeper. And we need Mohamed Kudus. No hijacking. No hijacking. We did hijack the Madrid deal, so we'll be capable. Again, expensive. Don't underestimate Poch, who's played under that. Who's played under the guys had a bad word to say. No, Chelsea Twitter accounts are all doom merchants. Lovely player, such talent, Lavia he is. If Chelsea put a bid for him, hurry up. Yep. Put the money for Caicedo, then sign every Brighton target for eternity and loan to Strasbourg. It's a shame we didn't get Onana yet. It's a shame we didn't get him in goal. I totally agree on that front. But guys, it looks like it is a good place to round this one out now, people. Big up to every single one of you locked in on the channel, on both channels. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We've got 10 more likes to knock off on my channel. Make sure we hit 100 likes on the way out, guys. Shouldn't be too difficult to do. Please hit that thumb on the way out to get me to 100 likes, 10 more likes. Guys, you've hit 4K subscribers in this stream. Big up to every single one of you that has subscribed, guys. Keep going. 5K, here we come. So please smash the likes, get them to 100. Please do subscribe to the channel on the way out if you haven't done so already. Every new subscriber is greatly appreciated. Don't worry, I've not forgotten about the prize draw for the shirt. That will take place over the weekend, people. But thank you so much for your time, guys. Thank you for tuning in. As always, hit the likes on the way out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. The link's just gone in the chat. Guys, I'll be back tomorrow with the call-in show tomorrow, guys. 6:30 p.m. tomorrow, live fan call-in show. You guys will be able to call in and have your say. It should be a great show. As always, guys. So look forward to catching up with some of you there. But until then, guys, hit the likes on the way out. Subscribe to the channel. Take care. Peace out and up the Chelsea people.